All right. What's going on, chat? How we doing? Good to see y'all. Hope you're having a nice time. Sorry. Anyway. Guess I don't really need to bring up chat if I'm not really doing anything. But what's going on? Hope y'all are doing well. Sorry it's been a minute once again. Let me verify myself here. Last upload was four weeks ago. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's been a minute. Alrighty. Welp. Sorry about that. But we're back. At least for the moment. What's going on, Brian? What's going on, Caddy? What's going on, Ocelot? What's going on, Benny? How y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing good. What's your opinion on Caillou? He's annoying. Not really a fan. He's an annoying little brat, in my personal opinion. But I'm not explicitly a hater, but like maybe I kind of am a hater. I don't know. I think he's a little bit of a brat, but that's just my opinion. We're running a little different with the music today. We got a lo-fi playlist in the background, so let me know if y'all are rocking with it. Oh, we are back home in the regular streaming setup, and that is real nice, I must say. It is good to be home, man. It has been a long couple of weeks for me. Don't know about y'all. A lot of y'all are probably on summer break right now, so good for y'all. Hope y'all are enjoying that. Like normal people should be enjoying their summer. What's your favorite color? I am a big blue guy. Blue is my favorite color. And my least favorite color is OBS frame drops. It's my least favorite color. Don't buy an Alienware, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway. Yeah, somehow I get better streaming quality on my school laptop. It's really sad. But, alas. Anyway, where do the L's come from? I mean, they're silent. It's like, probably like a French spelling or something. I don't know. I don't know the Caillou lore enough to have an official answer to that. It's nice to be streaming again. I missed this. I've been wanting to stream for a while, honestly. I just really have not had time. I've been so freaking busy lately, man. I've just been absolutely booking it 24/7. But, it's good to be back. And I'm glad that there are still people who will come around and say hello. Shout out DD. It's DD's birthday today. It's my guy. What's your opinion on Inside Out 2? I have not seen Inside Out 2. And I don't really plan on seeing it. I'm not making it a priority to see it. So I don't really have an opinion. Don't really watch a lot of movies, just in general. I'm not really a big movie guy. I just don't have the attention span, to be honest with you. Although I say that, I did watch Oppenheimer last summer, and it was really good. Yo, Ashura, what's up? How you doing? But yes, I do not have an opinion on Inside Out 2. As I have not seen it. I did watch the first one when it came out, but that was a long time ago. How's college going? It's going. It's going. I mean, it's going okay. It's just absolutely draining. I mean, like, I kid you not, my last, like, 36 hours, probably more at this point, probably more like 60. I got 5 hours of sleep Thursday into Friday because I was up late trying to finish a programming project I had to do. I spent the entirety of my Friday in class and office hours and working on this project to the point where I did not drive home. I was supposed to drive home on Friday and I didn't. I ended up staying the night and pulling a literal all-nighter. I did not get a second of sleep Friday into Saturday to finish the assignment. And then I drove home Saturday morning. And I got home at about 1:30 in the afternoon. Failed to function as a human being for an hour, and then went and slept until like 6. And then I went out and got dinner with my friends, and it was actually very nice. Certainly had a drive to driving stuff. Hope that's going well for you. Driving can be terrifying. Gotta be alert. Gotta be careful because you never know what everybody else is doing. Yeah, driving can be scary, man. I did not want to drive initially. I was terrified of driving because it's just so much unpredictability, and it can be so dangerous depending on, you know, if people are paying attention or not. Haven't gotten your results yet? Well, hopefully those come in soon, and hopefully you did well. I mean, it is an exciting thing. It's a very freeing and liberating thing. Like, once I actually got into driving and I started doing it, like, I love driving. Not for extended periods of time, but, like, the ability to go wherever the heck you want and not have to ask somebody else to do it for you it's great. You have so much more control over your life. You go wherever you want, whenever you want. It's a really cool thing. What car do you drive? I drive a 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe.
Teddy swims.
It is a very nice, very reliable car. It's my grandmother's old car. But I have zero complaints about it. It is a fantastic car. Very comfortable. Lots of nice quality of life stuff in there. What you watching? I'm not watching nothing. I am simply chilling. I was thinking about like doing a Minecraft stream tonight, but I don't know. I don't want to get too late, so I want a Jeep. That's valid. I can respect that. I don't know if I really have a dream car. I mean, I really don't care too much. Like, I've always seen cars as like a way to get from point A to point B. And, you know, the stuff that makes a car great is the nice, like, quality of life stuff that comes with it. Like, Bluetooth compatibility and heated seats and stuff like that. Like, it's just stuff that makes traveling more enjoyable. I don't really care about, like, 0 to 60 or, you know, an expensive brand or anything. You know, if it can do its job and I can be, you know, maximally comfortable while doing it, that's all I really care about. Got a weird feeling to say this, but Jesus loves you. He sure does. Thank you for that, Benny. Appreciate that. Absolutely. Jesus does love you. He loves all of us. We are all precious children. Jesus loves us all very much. It is so incredibly true. Need to shave. Been trying to shave like once a week, but I have fallen behind. I've been very busy, so I just got a scam text. Him with an instant block. I get those sometimes. I get the ones where it's like it's like a fake UPS text, and it's like your package was held. You know, we couldn't ship your package, so call this number to inquire about it or whatever. I also get ones where it's like someone pretending to text like the wrong person, or like they met someone on like a dating app or something and they texted the wrong number and then they just go ahead with it anyway and they're like, oh, so how you doing? What's your name? And it's like, no thank you. I'm good. I've gotten some job offer once. I got one from Timu. I got one from Timu and I got one from, I don't remember where the other one was from, but I've gotten a couple of job offer ones where it's like, hey, this is so-and-so from this company. Like, yeah, I'm sure that's exactly who you are. Think you fixed your stream delay? You're responding to text instantly? I do have my latency on very low. That was, yeah. I'm back in my home stream setup with my regular settings, so that, yeah, that should be good. Chinese companies, no thanks. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like I'm at a point in my life where, like, for the rest of the summer, my decision is made. I'm on campus. Like, I have no choice about it. I have to be. The time for getting a job was in the past. I'm registered for the rest of this semester, and I'm going to complete it. And I will look for another job in the spring. We make semi-good products, but, like, working for one, no thanks. The thing with Timu is it's, like, it's all a big, like, pyramid scheme where, like, you get deals by getting other people to sign up for the app. Like, you have to refer so many people to get a deal on this specific item or whatever. It's like kind of a giant pyramid scheme. I mean, they do actually sell products. Like, they do. And I'm sure they're of decent enough quality. But, like, it's just kind of the entire, you know, method behind how they make their money. Is, like, signing people up. And then getting them to sign a whole bunch of people up and so on and so forth. And also, it's a, you know, it's a company where there's just a lot of, you know, bad press around the company as a whole. They do sell cheap products, though. I don't know if I've ever gotten anything from them, but they do sell cheap products. But then there's also like all sorts of like shipping shenanigans because it's a Chinese company, so there's, you know, transcontinental shipping and stuff like that, and stuff has to go through customs and stuff, and it's like it's a headache. That's why I order in country whenever possible, because lower shipping fees and less shenanigans. I made 10K just by selling my Roblox account. Think I can make any money from selling my Roblox account? Probably not. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody gives a heck who I am. I wonder if I have anything that like is actually worth something, and I just don't know about it. I used to collect basketball cards. I wonder if any of those are worth anything now. That's a hobby I always enjoyed. It's just too expensive. It's an enjoyable hobby. You know, I enjoyed seeing rare cards, and I've got an entire freaking binder full of cards up in my bedroom. I was on a freaking heater, you know, basketball card collecting phase for a while. Maybe I could show that off on stream sometime. And then card collecting got like really big. Like right after I stopped, that's when people were like doing the $1,000 box. I need to sleeve this and wear gloves because I don't want to smudge anything. And this is PSA 10 and blah blah blah. That's when card collecting started to get really really big again. It was like right after I stopped, because I always did it as a hobby. You know, I never took anything super seriously. I never went into like the I need to wear gloves so I don't smudge this card. You know, I never really did that. I did it for the fun of it, and I thought, this is a rare card. You know, maybe someday in the future I can sell this on and it'll be worth something. You know, that was always kind of my mentality about it. Was I enjoyed it. I enjoyed collecting and opening card packs. You know, that's why I always enjoyed 2K as well. You know, same kind of thing. It's just virtual. Still don't get Pokemon cards, no real world value. I mean, I understand, you know, if, like, as collector's items, like, if you're someone who's a big fan of a specific, like, for example, you know, if you're a big Pokemon fan, or you have a specific Pokemon that you really like, or you're looking for a card that's really rare, or really old, or whatever, something like that, I can understand the appeal of something like that, but you don't buy cards to make money off of them. That's not why you do it. You buy it because you enjoy doing it. You buy it as a collector. You don't buy it to try and turn a profit. That's a losing game, as with any kind of gambling. That is how you burn through cash. But you know, doing it for fun is, you know, it's a fun little hobby. I enjoyed collecting cards. That's why I didn't really worth it. I mean, listen, different things hold different value to different people. Some people very highly value Pokemon cards or sports trading cards. Some people don't. And that's okay. As far as the cost to actually make the thing, yeah, it's very cheap. Some, like, paper and ink. You know, it's not particularly expensive to make it, but, you know, it's not something that everybody's into, but, you know, some people really enjoy it. And that's totally cool. Actually, I wonder. This has got me wondering. Can I go to Amazon? Amazon. I should get back into card collecting. Paper and ink, they cost like $25 a pack. I mean, I guess it depends on where you get it from. NBA cards. Okay. 24 cards per box is crazy. You want to get like maximum packs per box from my experience. Or that's what I always enjoyed, was getting more packs. So that, you know, every pack was sort of like a new chance at getting something good. Yeah, there's some PSA 10 cards up here. There's a PSA 10 rookie tops Kevin Durant selling for $1,200. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. Like I would want to. I don't want individual cards. I want card packs so that I can open the packs. You know. How old are you now, and what do you plan on doing after college? I'm 20. Turned 21 in December. And I don't really have a set plan for after college yet. I mean, ideally, I connect with some kind of employer and get some kind of job. I'm looking either in data science or software engineering. But who knows? Who knows what the road ahead looks like? Do you pay your mods? No. I do not. They volunteer, and I am grateful for their service. What is data science? Data science is sort of analyzing and using and drawing trends from data. So this got, somewhat to do with math as well. Sort of all the different stuff you can do with data. Drawing trends out of data. Using data to, come up with hypotheses and draw conclusions. And like data science is one of the big things with AI because, based off data, you can sort of feed data to an AI to teach it what to do, what not to do, that kind of thing. So sort of analysis of results of things and then kind of using that to, achieve some outcome or get closer to an outcome. Of course, these packs haven't gotten any freaking cheaper in recent years because inflation. NBA card packs. $90 cards for $30. That's not terrible. How many actual packs are there? I think it's just cards. There's not like packs. My mom says live streaming's bad. Here's what you guys say about it. Live streaming's bad because you talk to minors the entire time. Depends on the kind of content you put out. I play video games, and some of those video games are targeted towards a younger audience, like Minecraft or Roblox. But what are you gonna do about it? Speaking of mods, I see Zero here. Oh well. What's your major, or what major are you doing? Because I want to do CS, but I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, well, you're in luck, my friend, because I'm a CS major. It is a lot of hard work. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It is a lot of hard work. A lot of very difficult concepts, difficult classes, a lot of doing stuff on your own. There's not a whole lot of team collaboration. At least there hasn't been at my school. It's a lot of figuring stuff out on your own. It's a lot of teaching yourself. It's a lot of long nights. And honestly, the job market for computer science is not good right now. Because computer science was the next big thing, and everyone went into computer science, and then COVID happened, and people started laying people off. And now companies are... There's a surplus of computer science graduates and students, but there's not enough positions for them to fill. And companies are looking for more experienced talent, so people fresh out of college aren't, getting the same opportunities. So the job market is not great for computer science right now, as I saw firsthand with the fact that I didn't get an internship this summer. So is it worth it? I don't know if I'm the right person to ask, because I don't have enough out-of-school experience to tell you if it's worth it. In theory, yes, but everything's worth it in theory, right? Lots of things are worth it on paper that are very bad idea in reality, so. AI and data science is probably the way to go. If I had to point you in a specific direction, that's where I'm capstoning, is AI and data. But then again, that sort of came on fairly quickly within the last couple of years, and that may very well change over the next few years. Maybe there's another big thing. Maybe AI gets super advanced and is able to somehow do itself, and we don't need people to program it anymore. I don't know. Who the frig knows? Where are you going with your YouTube channel in the future? I don't know. Probably just going to keep it as a hobby, something I do in my free time, something I do when I feel like it. I've never really done it as a job. That, any money I make is just a nice little side effect. It's not something I plan on giving up on. I can tell you that. I enjoy doing it, and I appreciate being able to interact with an audience and get to know people and have that one-on-one. It's great. I enjoy it. Everyone wants to be big and blow up and that kind of thing, but it happens to a very, very, very small subset of people on the platform. So, I don't really have a plan per se. It's not going to be a job, if that's kind of what you're getting at. I don't plan on doing YouTube for a career. Unless something drastically changes. In which case, this is my dream job. This has been my dream job since I was 10. Honestly, is being a YouTuber. It has literally been my dream job for a decade. But the actual chance of getting big enough on YouTube to do that for a career is unbelievably low. So, chances are that will not be happening. But I actually had this conversation with my friends last night. It was like, what is your actual dream job? Not like what you're going to college for, but if you could have any job in the world, what would you have? And this would honestly be my dream job. I love this. I love making videos. I love playing games. I love chatting with y'all. This would be my dream job. I think it's kind of evidenced by the fact that I've done this for a decade now, and I'm still going. And I don't always have the time, and I don't always have the motivation, and I don't always have the, level of professionalism and, polish that I want on my content, but I do the best I can. I play soccer and have D1, D2 scholarships, so I'd be getting my CS degree either discounted or for free. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, I must say. Back to looking for basketball cards. I don't want a box of cards. I want a box of packs. I want like... This one's 11 packs of 8, but it's $90. 10 packs, 150 cards per box. $72. This is too frigging expensive. You can get an actually decent sized box, you're dropping 150 bucks. I don't want to do that. What's your biggest piece of advice to people that are about to go to college? Be kind to yourself. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to encounter a lot of new situations. You're going to feel stressed. You're going to feel anxious. You're going to be uncomfortable. And that is totally normal, and that is totally okay. So cut yourself some slack. Be nice to yourself. Understand that you are not alone. You're not the only one who's going through that, and that you have resources you can go to for help. But yeah, cut yourself some slack. Don't feel like you have to be perfect. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to go through difficulties and struggles, and that's totally normal. That would be my biggest piece of advice, because I can be very hard on myself. So that's what I would tell someone else, is be kind to yourself. How long have I been here? Gosh, I don't know. A couple years at least. Yeah, at least a few years. I am tired. Did I mention that I didn't sleep from Friday into Saturday? Sorry, I'll shut up.
Y'all want coffee?
Yeah, an extra hot almond milk mocha latte chino.
We got it black.
Open the clip? What clip?
If only
There's a gajillion clips.
as the TD Cash credit card. It lets you choose how you earn points to help you earn more cashback rewards. It's the mocha lattuccino of credit cards. Learn more at td.com/cashcard. TD Bank, unexpectedly huge.
Did you not see the link? No. Links don't. Only mods can send links. Only mods can send links. Only mods have link privileges.
Party on July 15th. Watch the Home Run Derby on the big screen. Compete for the most virtual home runs, win prizes, and more. Don't miss the Home Run Derby at the Paley Museum, July 15th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets at paleymuseum.org.
Have I told you about my ants? I know your other account username is Benny the Ant. I don't know if you've explicitly instructed me about your ants. Oh, yo, it's Dusky. Hello, Dusky. I know you saw this in the Discord because you responded to it, but someone was asking if I demoted you. Dino doing its job for real, for real. We love Dinobot. Friend me on Discord. I got you. Friend. What on earth do we have a mutual server? What's the mutual server? We have a mutual server? What on earth would that be? No idea. Anyway. They escaped and now there's ants all over my room? Oh no. I read the logs and Dino really does do its job well. Yeah, well. Better than me 6. Yeah, that sounds like a bad time, Benny. I'm sorry to hear that. Man, I'm so happy to be home. I can't physically explain to you how happy I am to be home, man. It's been a rough couple of weeks for me. I've been so busy. I've been so much going on. I've been stressed out. Now I get to be home with my family and my friends, and I'm very happy about it. How long has the newest mod been mod? I don't even remember who the last person I modded was. It's been a long time. Let me check Studio. It's not gonna tell me, but I can like... I can go in... Shrimp was probably one of my more recent mods. Either Shrimp or one of the people from Fear SMP. Probably. As for how long? Years. Literal years. I haven't modded somebody in a long time. I haven't had a need to. I haven't been consistent with uploading, and normally when I upload there's at least 1 or 2 mods in chat, so there's no point in adding more mods. I'm not going to add mods for the sake of adding mods. I'll add mods if I need them. And I don't, so I don't. What is this channel? An inconsistent, absolute unmitigated disaster. What about Discord moderators? Probably just about as long. Maybe even longer. I haven't had a new Discord mod in a really long time. Ever mod Eric? Is Eric even in my Discord? I'm sure he is. Maybe I modded Eric. I don't even know if I modded Eric, to be honest. Like, what do you do on here? Well, I upload very inconsistently, despite saying that I want to upload. No. I mainly do gaming content. Minecraft, Roblox, I've done Stardew Valley, I've done Rocket League, I've done Among Us, I've done 2K, I've done a whole bunch of different stuff. But I also do more laid back sort of chatting Q&A type of streams. I do reaction stuff occasionally. I do tier list stuff sometimes. Sort of chill, laid back stuff for the most part, but I do tend to focus on games for the most part. RuneScape? I have not done RuneScape. I've never played RuneScape. I wouldn't be opposed to RuneScape, though. Assuming the chat can keep things fairly... Assuming chat can keep things PG. I do try to keep things family friendly if possible. I'm not... I'm not gonna freak out if people swear, but I do tend to keep things PG. Yo, it's been so long. Everyone's just, yo, Blue the Box! That's a name I haven't seen in a minute. How you doing? Welcome back. Love to see people who haven't been around in a while come back to the channel. That makes me happy. Whew. Man, I am tired. Glad to hear that, Blue. Good for you, my friend. Yeah, I almost downloaded RuneScape a while back. I ended up downloading AFK Journey instead, which I've actually been very much enjoying. I've been playing AFK Journey. Every now and then I go on like a idle RPG, I don't know what to call it, but I get super invested in like idle RPGs. Like I played oh, what was it? Mythic Heroes? I don't remember. They all go by titles that are so friggin' similar I can't tell them apart. But I played one like months and months ago. I ended up deleting it, and I've been playing AFK Journey. I've actually been really enjoying it. I had AFK Arena a long time ago at this point. I played it for a bit, but then I got bored of it. But AFK Journey, I haven't actually made too much progress on the story mode, but all the other stuff is actually very fun. My jaw feels weird. Oh, could you send me a clip to edit from your gameplay? I've been learning how to edit. Yeah, I just need to find one. I mean, people have sent clips in the... Do we have a... Yeah, we have a clips channel. None of them are particularly long, that's the thing.
Life is filled with unexpected costs. It's only humans who want to keep things simple. Introducing the new TD Clear credit.
There's a bunch of clips in the clips channel.
Simple monthly fee. To learn more about credit costs and terms, call 1-844-TD Clear. TD Bank. Unexpectedly human.
Batter up for a night of epic fun at the Pella Museum's MLB Home Run Derby Watch and Gaming Party on July 15th. Watch the Home Run Derby on the big screen, compete for the most virtual home runs, win prizes, and more. Don't miss the Home Run Derby at the Pella Museum July 15th at 7:30.
I've just found the rare Mario Man 252 Twitch clip. I'm playing Minecraft. I'm in the office still. I'd like to say I haven't changed all that much, but I feel like I have. Alright, let's see what this clip is. McDonald's advertisement. Yikes! Oh dear!
This is why.
Oh dear! Yikers! Oof! Oof! Yeah, that's why I wear it down. Yikes. Yeah, that's why I don't wear my hair up with the swoosh like I used to back like 2020 days, because my hairline's just gotten so much worse since then. Yo, Van, what's up? Good to see you. Yeah, that's why I tend to keep it fairly even as I can across my forehead, because I know how disgustingly awful my hairline is. So yeah. McDonald's advertisement indeed. Show a hairline? Nah. Fine, chat. You guys want the hairline, you're gonna get the hairline. There you go, chat. There it is. There's the hairline. That's why I do the poof with the curls, because it looks less terrible. That's my McDonald's advertisement. Yeah. Yeah. And now instead of looking like the McDonald's logo, it just looks like I have a really big forehead, which I'll take. Looks like Megamind and Humpty Dumpty had a baby. I used to get so triggered when people would make fun of the hairline. I almost quit YouTube over that. Like, legitimately, I almost quit YouTube over someone making fun of my hairline back in like 2021. That was a funny time to be alive. Yeah. I should record videos again. Like, I should make series. I should start a series and, like, actually go through with it. That'd be fun. Because, like, streaming's great, but I'd like to see people actually look forward to a video series and, like, you know, come back to it and watch the premieres and stuff. I would like to do that. I'd honestly like to get back in and start doing stuff like that again. That would be cool. Your hair looks like a Fortnite bush, dead weed, glued cotton candy. Okay. Okay. Alright. I actually think it's looked significantly worse, but whatever. Opinions on the country of Romania. The germs get there first because... No, that's not how the joke goes. The germs lose because they have to wait 5 seconds. That's how the joke goes. Anyway. I got the joke backwards. Oh! I'm tired! Mario, there's another game streamer kinda like you. You should do a collab. Well, you could define all game streamers as kinda like me, in a way. I'd need to know more about them. And how to actually get in contact with them. Low sub count. Low sub count, no girls. JK. I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to doing a collab with a female content creator. I mean, I've done stuff with, let's see, I'm just trying to think through like the history of like female content creators I've collabed with. Obviously Steelers, obviously Fear, Cheese. Is Luna technically a content creator? I mean, technically, yeah. TL. A lot of people in Fear SMP. Then beyond that, I mean, there's people I've played with. I wouldn't know if I wouldn't say I necessarily collaborated with them, but you know. This guy called Tyler Ninja Blevins. You should collab with him. I think I've heard of him. Isn't he the guy that got the low taper fid? Every time I see an old picture of me with the really long beard, I'm so happy that I shaved it off. I mean, because like Snapchat will give me like, oh hey, you were 1 year ago you took this photo, and it's like, oh, ew, or like 2 years or whatever. It's like, ew, ew, disgusting. Why did I do that? Why did I ever in any way think that I looked good with a beard? It's just like, oh, like. Oh, and at the time when I had it, I was like, oh, no, it actually looks pretty. No, it didn't. It just, at no point did it ever actually look good. I can look alright with a little stubble, but, like, I can't pull a beard. I can't pull it off. I just can't. You should have braided your beard like a Viking. I did even better, and I raised money for charity with it instead. That was a great stream. It's one of my favorite things I've ever done, honestly, because we supported a great cause that day. I ate a jalapeno and then almost died. My brother pied me in the face. I waxed my legs. That was a fun stream. That was a fun 8 hours. I enjoyed that a lot. And we did a lot of good that day. Right here at this setup. That was a fun day. I enjoyed that. I miss the old days. Me too. I miss Peak Among Us. Peak Bow Block. When streams were really popping. Those were fun. Until they got so poppin' that we couldn't control people anymore, and then I would put out like a video with a black thumbnail like this needs to stop right now. And then I don't know what I ever expected that to accomplish. Now Shrimp just makes fun of me all the time. Shrimp's just like, this needs to stop, not clickbait, very emotional. And I'm like, I know. Don't know what I was thinking. I guess my idea was, let me put a black thumbnail, let me put a ... in the title. You know, let me get clicks on this, but also communicate a message of like, stop being a pain in the neck and just follow the rules. But like, it never did anything. It never stopped it. Just like every couple of months, oh shoot, guys, oh, we need to watch this video, so Mario's very angry. It never accomplished its intended purpose. I'll be honest, you fell off. Oh yeah, 100%. No doubt. No doubt we have fallen off hard. You say it needs to stop, it will stop. Eh, well, if only it were that simple. Although I do know you're good at finding people. You're good at getting information on people. I figured that out because you've been very successful getting information on me. This summer you should put in the grind again. I would, but I'm in school. I'm home through next Sunday, and then I go back up to finish the summer semester. Believe me, I would love nothing more than to be consistent with uploading content this summer, but I can't because I'm in school. I'm sorry, Gingy just sent a photo in the group chat that I have with me, Yoshi, and Gingy. And it's Mario with a very feminine body. I don't know how I feel about it. You can teach me computer science, I can do your homework for you. Eric, if I don't get it, you're not gonna get it, respectfully. Yo, Benny, that's so sick. That's really cool. I love when the sky looks like that. I'm a sucker for a good sunset. But yeah, Eric, if I don't get it and can't figure it out, no disrespect to you, but chances are you won't be able to get it and figure it out. That is not a shot at you. It's just I've been doing computer science for a long time. And if it ain't clicking for me, it's you know. I appreciate the offer though, but then both of us would have to suffer, and I don't want I don't want to force. I wouldn't force this on anybody. Uh, you ready for July 4th? No. Because that means I'll be only 3 days away from going back up to school. So no, I'm not ready. I'd like to enjoy my time at home. I will monkey typewriter every possible program until one of them does the thing it's supposed to. See, in theory, that's flawless and works every single time. You know, it's funny you bring that up. Because that goes in very well with the idea of runtime efficiency and big O notation. And how if you do things sequentially in a certain order and you run out every possible iteration and possibility, it's very slow and inefficient, which is why we have algorithms that allow us to cut the amount of work we do down. Sometimes even exponentially, that allows us to do things and get our solutions a lot faster so that we don't have to go through every possible iteration to figure it out, and we can cut down, you know, what we have to search through and do a lot easier. That's why we have things like binary search that cut our possible solution set in half every single time, although binary search requires a sorted data structure. It's a very important detail. None of those words are in the Bible. That is just the peak iconic Eric quote right there. Alright. Chat, I'll tell you what. Do I have... No, I don't have any of my, like, frickin' overlay stuff. I've completely decimated my overlay to the point where there's nothing left here. I guess it would be an image. Dog. Can I add dog? Yeah, there we go. Let's go. That's what I wanted. Alright, anyway. I need to run and take care of something. But I will leave y'all with Vibe Dog. While I do that. And he will safeguard the stream. He will chill. Anyway, I will still probably be in chat, but I will be gone for a bit, so I'll see you in a bit.
Anyone who's been listening to my music, I love you. Listen to this works.
Hello. I return. I've just been informed of major breaking news in the NBA by my brother. Apparently Chris Paul is going to the Spurs to play with that French guy. So that's pretty cool. Yo, Doggy! And Derek! What's going on? My friends. Who was complaining about the lack of mods? There is no longer lack of mods. Clay's leaving Golden State. I saw that. I saw that on Instagram. It's getting weird. Things are getting weird. Everyone's talking about Paul George to the Sixers, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I think it's confirmed PG to Golden State. Let's take a gander. NBA free agency. Warriors waive Chris Paul. Klay Thompson likely leaving. Chris Paul waived by Warriors were reportedly signed with Spurs. Paul George rumor tracker. Sixers strong front runners to land him. Paul George won't sign a contract with the Clippers. Tyrese Maxey's a free agent? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Valanciunas to the Wizards. Chris Paul to the Spurs. Paul George is leaving the Clippers. Cade Cunningham got a max from the Pistons. KCP to the Magic. Kevin Porter Jr. to the Clippers. Andre Drummond to the... Wasn't he he was already on the Sixers at some point. Alright, well. Andre Drummond back to the Sixers. Bulls offered Zach LaVine for Andrew Wiggins and Chris Paul, but Warriors said no. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, very interesting. I legit made chicken nuggets because he was taking a while. My fault. My fault. Didn't mean to bore you guys. Sorry. Yeah, there's going to be some shakeups. It looks like there's going to be a lot of people that I, in my time watching the league have been superstars and, kind of synonymous with certain teams are going to be heading elsewhere. But that's the league, baby. That's how it works. I had the same game today, but we lost by 4. Unfortunate. Bro is Jimmy Butler, for real, for real. Bro is Bubble Jimmy. Bubble finals Jimmy Butler. Leaning over the scorer's table, exhausted. So I'm playing Minecraft anytime soon. I was actually considering playing Minecraft tonight. But, didn't end up happening because setup and server creation and stuff was going to take a while. 38, 12, and 4. Wow, what a game. Good on you. Bro's putting up prime Embiid numbers. I'd like to play an actual organized game of basketball. Couldn't tell you the last time I actually played 5-on-5. Actually, I can't. It was my freshman year of college. I was playing. I don't know if that was 5-on-5. I was playing with my at the time roommates. Against some. We were playing pickup with some other students in our like. Not our main gym. Well, it was like deep inside the main gym. It's like not our main basketball court. It's like a auxiliary court. I have significantly improved my jump shot since then, but still not good. So, I almost posted a video a couple years back of me just shooting around. I have the video fully recorded. Which I double teamed me under the rim after a defensive rebound, so I dribbled through the double team, ran full court, and laid on the other team's point guard for an and one. Bro is soloing the entire team. Ooh, Eric, I like where your head's at. They used to do that. They used to do that on Wednesday. They used to do that. Like freshman year, they did that. Sean's small group would do that on Wednesdays. They'd go to unnamed gym and they do like pickup games. They used to do that. I never participated because I sucked and I had no time because I was in data structures at that point, but we must become as Sean was. Yes, we must become Sean. My coach called me year 3 Giannis. So that was like point forward era Giannis. That was like when he was running the point. He was really starting to come into his own. Speaking of basketball, thoughts on CP3 and Wemby? Yeah, my brother just told me about that. Listen, I think that's cool. I think that's a decent fit. Like, the Spurs aren't going to be competitive anytime soon, obviously. And that's going to be a fun duo to see. I mean, you've got one of the greatest passers of all time with a guy who, I mean, just imagine the frickin' lobs that team is going to throw. And I get that Chris Paul's like 40, and I don't expect him to actually contribute to winning a lot of basketball games. Especially after last season in Golden State. I don't expect Chris Paul to actually contribute to a lot of wins. But I think the duo of Chris Paul and Wemby is going to be fun to watch. I think those lobs are going to be crazy. It's like bro is just done at this point. Bro has just accepted the fact that he's not going to win a ring. Spurs should have kept Rob Dillingham. I'm going to be honest. Did not watch or even... I didn't even know the draft happened until Thursday. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Didn't even know the draft was going on until Thursday, midday. I've been that checked out since the finals ended. I didn't even know it happened. Splash Brothers, I know. I know. Clay is... Where do y'all think Clay's going to end up? Surely he doesn't go to the Lakers, right? There's no shot. Draft was kind of mid. It seemed mid. I didn't recognize a lot of names. There were a few. Like, I recognized Ron Holland. Zach Edey. Kyle Filipowski. Bronny, obviously. Maybe a couple other guys. But... not a whole lot of names I recognized. Clay to the Lakers would be nuts. There's no way it's going to happen. But imagine Clay to the Lakers. Clay to the Lakers would be crazy. Clay to the Celtics, again, there's no way that happens, but that would be crazy. Clay to the Suns would make 0 sense. You've already got Booker, you've already got Beal. There's no way they'd bring in Clay. I'm trying to think, like, who realistically has a shot at getting Klay Thompson? Like, who would actually want to sign Klay? Like, he's... Envy is trying to make us forget how Klay went over 10 in an elimination game. I know. You know what would be so funny is if somehow Klay went to the Kings. That would be so funny. Listen, my leading theory from the very beginning is the 0 for 10 in an elimination game was the Kings' revenge for him dropping 37 points on them in a quarter back in, like, what, 2015, 2016? That's my leading theory, is holding him 0 for 10 in an elimination game was revenge for 37 in a quarter. That's my leading theory. I have no evidence to back that up, but that's my leading theory. You ever need to be thrown back to, like, prime NBA era? Just look at, like, 2015, 2016 NBA highlights. It genuinely will throw you back to when times were just mwah. Peak NBA, man. I mean, just, oh, so good. Yeah, PG's not going back to the Clippers. I don't know. There's a lot of rumors of him to the Sixers, and I don't understand. Like, he's old. I don't know how I'd feel if they made that signing. Get somebody younger. They could really use Jimmy friggin' Butler, but they screwed that up, didn't they? Tobias Harris over me. He was right. He was always right.
Batter up for a night of epic fun at the Dell Museum's MLB Home Run Derby watch and gaming party on July 15th. Watch the Home Run
Is
Derby.
that a Shopify ad? Oh yeah, I am running
Home
a.
runs, win prizes, and more.
I am running a Spotify playlist instead of a.
Tickets at dellmuseum.org.
Instead of Discord music bot, so you might hear ads. I thought Dame to the Bucks was weird. I know, right? Yeah, this is gonna be a weird off season. It's like we finally reached the fallout of the 2019 off season, or like the post 2019 off season. Like the Kawhi, Paul George, Fat Hole off season. We're finally reaching the those contracts are finally starting to finish out, and we're starting to see the things get shaken up again. Don't let this distract you from the fact that the Clippers traded 7 first-round picks and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for Paul George. And they haven't made it past the second round. I can slander teams that haven't made it past the second round because I'm a Sixers fan and we also haven't made it past the second round. Kawhi Leonard stole my soul. No. But, like, genuinely, I get so sad whenever I see, in, like, a compilation, I see the friggin' Kawhi shot. I get so sad. That was the best shot the Sixers ever had at a title, man. Kawhi misses that shot. Who knows what happens? It's Ben Simmons actually playing basketball. You had Joel Embiid still on the rise. You had Jimmy Butler in his absolute frigging prime. Tobias Harris, still playing like an all-star. JJ Redick shooting lights out. I missed that team. That was a good team. It's a good basketball team, man. Markel was still there too, I think. Or did they? When did they trade Markel Fultz? I don't remember. Whatever. Maybe they traded him for Jonathan Simmons, a second-round pick. I remember the day that trade went through. Jonathan Simmons. Jonathan Simmons for Markel Fultz. At the time, it seemed like a great trade because he forgot how to shoot a basketball. And then he went and averaged 19 points a game for the Magic, and Jonathan Simmons didn't play. And it was like, wow. This is friggin' great. Now we just get to watch Paul Reed. Oh boy. Paul Reed. At least Tyrese Maxey's good. We just keep cycling through friggin' mediocre wing players, whether it's Daniel House or friggin' Nick Batum or whoever the frig. One team that was disappointing was KD, Kyrie, and Harden. And that's, yeah, you could say that again. One of the most disappointing teams ever. Naz Reid, next MVP. Naz Reid, Reid. Yeah. He did win Most Improved this year, didn't he? Good for him. Glad he finally, really took a jump. We've been waiting a while for it. Villanova and Knicks about to go crazy. Listen, 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges is crazy. I don't care if you go 82-0 next season. 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges is wild. And listen, I get it. It's the Nova Knicks, and if the Knicks are good, the first-round picks are going to be like end of the first round or whatever. I don't care. The Nets tried this multiple times in the past decade, and both times it frigging bombed. And though that was for like certified star players, this is Mikal Bridges, who's like a fringe all-star at best. And don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but he ain't worth 5 first-round picks. I get it, team chemistry, and you had a great run last year, and you only lost to, the Pacers because, everybody and their mom got injured. I get that, but like, 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges is friggin' nuts. Didn't the Nets only get like 4 for Kevin Durant when they traded him to the Suns? Nah, NBA trades are just wild now because teams have reached a point where they have gone full LA Rams and they will like ship off their next 5 to 7 years worth of draft picks for one guy, or like make a couple of trades for a couple of big players and then be shocked that they have 0 bench, they have 0 depth, and that they're expecting 3 guys who all need the ball in their hands to be dominant and actually do stuff. expect those guys to just go out and win them a title by themselves, and then realize that there's only one basketball for all of them to share, and that you actually need a well-built, well-rounded team to win. And then be shocked that it doesn't work, and then realize that another team has your next 7 first-round picks. It's just crazy, man. It seems like everybody's been trying it. Brooklyn, Clippers, Knicks just tried it. Suns. Did I mention this? I probably already mentioned the Suns. I don't know. But everyone's freaking trying it, man. The Lakers did it with Anthony Davis a couple of years ago. I'd much prefer a team like the Celtics, to be completely honest with you. That's the one thing I could say about the Celtics, is there's a lot of homegrown talent, or guys that have been with that team for a long time. Jaylen Brown's homegrown talent, Jason Tatum's homegrown talent, Al Horford's been there on multiple stints, and he's been very good. Derek White was a trade acquisition. Drew Holiday was a trade acquisition. You've got a lot of guys on that team who have been there. A lot of the big names on that team have been there and have spent their whole careers in Boston, or large parts of their careers in Boston. And you got to give them respect, because they haven't mortgaged their entire friggin' future for like 2 guys and then gone on and regretted it. They've done a good job at building a well-rounded, deep team, and it shows. You build your core around guys you trade for, and then those guys get disgruntled and leave, and then you're screwed. But if you can really foster talent and build up a really good team, and then make some trades, get Porzingis, get Drew Holiday, get Derek White, etc., and build around your homegrown talent, that's easier, because your entire team isn't dependent on guys that you've traded for. Your team is dependent on guys that actually value the city and value the environment, and who you know you can build around because they're superstar players. That way you can get some guys around them, and you can afford to take risks with a couple of first-round picks to bring some guys in to build a well-rounded team. But you don't sell your entire future for 1 or 2 guys. I've always been more of a fan, even in like when I'm doing rebuilds on 2K, I've always been more of a fan of drafting guys and developing guys than signing guys. Even signing guys out of free agency. I'd rather develop them myself. I'd rather develop a team instead of trading for one. Honestly, I would. Not to say if there isn't a no-brainer or a trade where you get the perfect piece that you shouldn't make it, but you can't build a team around that. Like, look at Golden State's dynasty. They drafted Curry, they drafted Clay, they drafted Draymond. They drafted their core, and then they put guys around him, and look at what happened. Those are the best dynasties, man. Is the ones where the GM is doing the hard work, not by shipping off the future for people, but by actually scouting and drafting and developing players. Those are the dynasties that are the most fun to watch, and the ones you can really root for, because they haven't gone and mortgaged their entire future until 2034 for a couple of guys in their mid-30s. They've drafted and developed their own talent, and it's really cool. Because you draft and develop those guys, and then those guys fall in love with the city, and they don't want to leave. They become essentially heroes in the city. And then they don't want to leave. You don't got to play a bunch of social media mind games and and, you know, deal with all this who's got the leverage in negotiations. They just want to play for you. And the Celtics have that environment. They've been fostering that environment since they drafted Jaylen Brown. Jimmy Roller made a great friggin' video on it. Fantastic video. But it seems like everyone has just started just throwing draft picks around. And it's like, okay, whatever. If you think a particular draft is going to be weak, then okay, I guess that makes sense. But, like, you're mortgaging... It's not like you're giving up 2 first-round picks. You're giving up 5 to 7 first-round picks for, like, one guy. And it's like, really? They fall in love with the city, a strategy which could never work in New Jersey. Hence why there is no longer an NBA team in New Jersey. Hence why they took New Jersey's NBA team away. And not to say that all those dynasties go perfectly. I mean, look at the Celtics. They've had their friggin' bumps in the road. They had the Kyrie era and Isaiah Thomas and Kemba Walker and, you know, guys that are not on the team anymore. I mean, they just played Kyrie in the finals. Like, there's bumps in the road, but if you have a good management staff, if you have a good GM, if you have a good front office, you work around those things and you make the most of it, and that's what the Celtics did. Give me Wemby for 19 first-round picks and a honey bun. That one's tempting. Because, like, he was talked up to the moon, and then he actually had a good rookie season. For a while there, you know, he got off to a slow start, and people were like, I was very skeptical. I was like, I don't know. I don't know, man. LeBron and Bryant is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. Listen, I know it's a second-round pick. I get it, but, like... LeBron, Le GM's got you. He's got you, man. You know, he is in full GM mode at that point. And it really hasn't brought him all that much success. You can make an argument that if COVID doesn't happen, they don't win the ring in 2020. People have been posting LeBron's been sleeping with his newest teammates. I've seen those. That's funny. I've seen those. Those are funny. What's the story behind New Jersey losing their team? I don't know all the details. I know the Nets were, like, not good in the mid-2000s. And then, like, a Russian guy, Mikhail Prokhorov, bought the team. And I guess it just wasn't as marketable, so they moved the team to Brooklyn, where it was much more marketable. But yeah, they were originally the New Jersey Nets, and now they're the Brooklyn Nets. Darn Russians. The Russians cost New Jersey their NBA team. Man, you know what? I miss, was it the 2019 Nets? That era of Nets basketball was so fun, man. Even as a Sixers fan, I loved watching that team. That, like, D'Lo, Rondé Hollis Jefferson, Jared Allen, Jared Dudley, I can't remember his name. Karis LeVert. That Nets team was fun. Like the Playboy Cardi Nets. The Playboy Cardi Nets were such a vibe, man. That was such a fun team. And I know they hated the Sixers, but gosh, that was a fun team. I loved watching that team. The team was such a vibe. Another team that had a lot of homegrown talent. I mean, not necessarily, but like guys that really came into their own and flourished on that team versus guys that were already established that they traded for. I mean, D'Angelo Russell, like, you can make an argument that he was sort of doing his thing on the Lakers, but he really came into his own and became an all-star on the Nets. A lot of guys filled their role, played very well on the Nets. Like guys like Joe Harris, Karis LeVert, guys like that. That team was fun to watch, man. My friend Andre, he's a big Nets fan. I remember when I was in like my peak 2K era. Me, Gingy, and Andre, we'd hop on like calls. Like when the vault first came out in my team, and Brian Winters was like the first vault reward. Like we would just grind triple threat games on call with each other, and whenever we'd open the vault successfully, we'd just go on the call and be like, Brian Winters, Brian Winters, Brian Winters, Brian Winters. We had a group chat just called Brian Winters, Brian Winters, Brian Winters. It was man, that was an era. I got so bored of freaking triple threat. I played so much triple threat that year, it was not even funny. And then at like 3 weeks in, I got so bored. I got so bored. Oh man, it was alright though. That was like the year that like Shaq was the Evo that you got, and you had to like evolve Shaq to like a Ruby or whatever. I miss like when you could actually play 2K no money spent, or like little money spent. I miss that. Sometimes I wish I could watch the 2016 finals again. Just that whole era was just so vibes, so iconic. I'm not even like the biggest NBA fan in the world, and like that era of NBA basketball was just mwah, just fantastic. 100 overalls in 2K is insane. I'll do you one better. Lack of an auction house in 2K is insane. Whose freaking genius idea was getting rid of the auction house? They've gone full EA Madden Mobile, and I hate it. I despise it. And the GOAT cards with every badge, Hall of Fame. It's just like the friggin'... You remember the Invincibles and like the fact that they did position... They were like, yeah, we're going to make position locks, and we're going to make it so you have to have at least so many of every position on your lineup, and we're going to position lock players so that point guards can only play point guard and blah, blah, blah. Only for them to put out of position cards to completely circumvent their own rule. And then put out 100 overalls that you could literally only get from buying packs, and because there is no auction house, and that you literally have to straight up pay preset amounts of MT or VC to buy these players now. It's so stupid. I don't have 2K24. I don't have it. Never had any interest in getting it. Maybe I did at one point. I had interest in getting it just because it was the newest 2K, but nothing about that game screams I have to have it. Nothing. In fact, when I saw what they did to my team, I was like, screw this. That's the only mode I play besides my league. And maybe some my career. They freaking murdered my team. They gave me absolutely zero reason to buy the game. I play 2K17 very regularly, and it is a heck of a lot more fun than any of the 2Ks I've played since. Or any of the recent ones, anyway. I mean, peak 2K era, when I was in my, like, full-on in my 2K era, was fun, don't get me wrong. But, like, it's just... It's just sad. Because 2K games used to mean something. And I kind of got on the bandwagon late. My first 2K was 2K17, and there's people who go on and on about 2K14 through 2K16 and how they're the best 2Ks of all time, and it's been nothing but downhill since then. Listen, I like 2K17. Listen, my career story sucks. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not even gonna try and play it off. My career story sucks in 2K17. It is genuinely terrible. There is zero storyline. It is garbage. But the actual gameplay, I like it. It's good. It just feels like literally the last 4 to 5 2Ks. The menus have been laid out the same way. The background styles have been exactly the same. The card art's been the same. The gameplay's been the same. There's just been legitimately zero change for the past 4 or 5 2Ks. And it just gets so annoying. Like, they all friggin' blend together. Nothing means anything anymore. It's so friggin' annoying. Remember when the best card you could get off RIT was like an 86? Like, cards maxed out at a Sapphire. And you could grind up for pink diamonds throughout the year and pull these awesome teams off. And, like, big 2K YouTubers like Jesser would put, like, you know, borrow people's accounts and put out these awesome friggin' videos. And wagers were a thing. And, oh my gosh. Peak 2K era was something else, man. Maybe we should stop buying the same game every year. They'll stop making the same game every year. I mean, listen. The community's dying, and it's not even up for debate. It's happening. I don't see that much 2K content going around anymore. I mean, Troydan, that's the only guy who I really watch for 2K content who I still watch for 2K content. And even he does a ton of other stuff now. He's doing MLB The Show. He's doing wrestling stuff. He's doing more IRL vlogs. He doesn't even just strictly do 2K anymore. The 2K creator I watched literally quit the game. Who was, if I may ask, who was that? I mean, Click still does 2K, but he does rebuilds. Same with Kenny. He does rebuilds. Isn't 2K how I show Speed got famous? No, that's FIFA. I just can't wait for College Football 25 to drop. That's the one I'm waiting on. Not even to get it, because I don't have a PS5. Screens? Don't know if I've heard of Screens. But I mean, I just remember OG 2K community like Chris Move, Shake and Bake, Troydan, Henry the Blasian, Carlos Story, Jesser, Jidel, Zach TTG, LSK, Killzamoy. I could go on and on. Like, just so many names. Lost and Unbound, TD Presents, friggin' peak 2K YouTube, man. Was just, you had to be there. It's one of those things where you had to be there, and it was so good. 2K17 through like 2K18, 19 was good, and then after that it just fell off a freaking cliff. People started getting frustrated with the same game over and over again. I can't even blame them. Can't even blame them. I really can't. I stopped asking for it. I'd ask for it for my birthday or for Christmas or whatever every year. I stopped asking for it. I have no interest. Like I said, I play 2K17 whenever I'm home. I enjoy it very much. I do rebuilds, I play my career, and I have a great time. Of course, you can make this argument about any sports game. You can make this argument about Madden or FIFA. Or the only one I'd say maybe not is MLB The Show. Because while it is typically the same game every year, they do vary things. And you typically don't hear as much hate towards San Diego Studios as you do toward 2K and EA. Of course, it is a lesser known IP. 2K and Madden and FIFA are bigger than MLB The Show. But although I do enjoy a good Click video every now and then. Madden 17 is my favorite JRPG. I got a couple of really old Maddens a long time ago, years ago at GameStop for like $5 each. You think 2K just doesn't know what to do? I don't think it's that hard. Like, people have been complaining about the fact that you put out the same game every year and that your game sucks. So just listen to them. Put some freaking effort in. We're not asking for perfection, we're asking for effort. And not just repackaging the same thing. Like, okay, you made some slight graphical improvements. Congratulations. We really don't care. $2K is exciting for about a month to start the year because Chris Smoove starts his My Career series. You're trying to figure out what the best build to run on Park is. And people are ripping packs in my team for a little bit. And you're trying to see what they've changed about my GM or my league or whatever the frig they call it now. My NBA, whatever the heck it is. And then after a month, you just stop caring. And then you pick up at the end of the year and you're like, wow, everyone's a 99 overall. Everybody's got 99 everything and all Hall of Fame badges. Like, it's just... They don't give you a reason to care, man. It's just... It just gets boring. It gets boring and uninteresting. And it's a shame because it wasn't always that way. There was like actual care and time and effort put into stuff, and it's just not anymore. It's so sad. And I hope people actually start to realize it and stop giving these companies money to put out the same piece of crap game every year. Or the companies could pull the ultimate screw you move, and instead of actually making a better game, they could just stop making games. They could say, alright, well, you guys don't want to play the game anymore? Fine, we'll stop making them. And I hope they don't do that. Yes, I can see you, Solentino. Congratulations on your Game Boy 400. But the companies could do that, and it would be a pretty crappy thing to do. It's just saying, hey, we're not going to make this game anymore. You know, you've given us enough of your money, and we don't care about making a better product, so we're just going to stop doing it. But they probably could. They probably got the resources to do that. I just hope College Football 25 is good. I don't care about Madden 25. Madden 25 can suck. I hope College Football 25 is really, really, really good. And it seems like it's gonna be. I watched Not the Expert do a deep dive on like a whole bunch of different stuff. It seems like it's gonna be a good game. And I really hope it is. Because I'm a sucker for a good franchise mode. But who knows? We can only hope, right? Changing news. I've been playing Detroit Become Human and realized how good the game is for the quadrillionth time. There's a lot of like games that have absolutely blown up that I should probably look into playing. Detroit Become Human, The Last of Us. I mean, I love The Last of Us. I watched Markiplier's entire series on The Last of Us and it was great. There's probably a bunch of games that I could get into that I never did. But, yeah. Ghost of Tsushima, maybe. That's one I wouldn't mind playing, Ghost of Tsushima. God of War, Witcher, something like that. I have God of War and Witcher. My dad plays them. The PS4 was his gift initially. I just happened to be a lucky beneficiary. Favorite game suggestions? Nier Replicant is one of my favorites. Okay, good to know. See you, Solentino. You just play the quarry with Yoshi? That would be a fun series. Yoshi loves horror games. So, I would be down to do that. I watched Dashi and Corey play a little bit of the quarry. I never finished it, though. Yoshi and Gingy play, oh, what the frig is the game called? Devour? I think it's Devour. They play Devour from time to time together. The strip mining for diamonds in Minecraft, I got 49. Good for you. Fortune or no fortune? That's the real question. Are you using fortune? Because if not, that's legitimately really impressive. If not, it's still good. Fortune tree helps the time, yeah. It do, for real. I will try to bring back the Minecraft server somewhat soon if I can. I'd like to get back to playing Minecraft on stream with people. That was fun. Hopefully we get fewer exploiters this time. That's why I stopped playing initially, because people were hacking. Alrighty, chat. I'm getting pretty tired. I'm probably going to end stream, get a snacky snack, maybe chill, play some 2K for a bit, and then head to bed. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate your support. I will try and get you guys at least one more stream while I'm home, but we'll see how things work out. Love y'all. See you next time. And always remember, Jesus loves you. Peace.